anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
From getting a read. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tight end now in motion. Here comes the option. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Complete on third down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now up there.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Claiborne. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Send the tight end in motion. Off play action. And the misconnection on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll run this one off right tackle.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the option. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Defense picks it up.
Those pitches, those laterals, whatever you want to call them, the more times you do those in a game, the more likelihood you have of putting that pigskin on the ground. They put it on the ground there. Ball gets out. It happens. It's going to be a part of the game, but it's also the part of the game that the coaches, when they get you to the sidelines, they're going to tell you about it. And they're not going to tell you about it in good language.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Leaves it with the running back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed it for a safety.
Well, you came into this one thinking it might be a defensive struggle, and how about this unit? How aggressive have they been early in the game? They're just getting after their opponent, and they come away scoring the first points of the game here in the second quarter with a safety.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix
turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Pulls it in. It's Claiborne. Quick step and go. He gets it all the way down the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The option look. Now the toss. At the 35, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well. It is virtually impossible to stop.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's St. Clair.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going to throw it from his own end zone.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. Third down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy. And what does the defense do? They double team him, take him away, and force the fourth down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quickly out to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On the option. He's in open space downfield. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They just keep firing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Claiborne. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Touchdown, Oregon! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that.
Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Unloads to the right. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run the option. Oh no, the ball pocket. He's loose on the right. The 20. He's at the 10.
I tell you what, when you have those long runs and you start to get near the goal line, you start to smell it, you start to get that ball out, start to get ready to start reaching that thing. You got to take care of the football. It's such a really, really good run, but you got to make sure you secure the ball. Even when you're getting tackled, even when you're fighting through contact, you can't cough it up and give it to the defense.
They'll probably bleed every... Sneak gets it done.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Quick toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
The sure hands, it's Payne. Strong, firm tackle. Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left in the...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Shoots it to the left. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks and get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Got it in stride at the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Just keep slinging it. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Slams ahead. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Looking downfield, it's Papier. Got his man on the right. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Got a man. It's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
2nd down coming up. They'll try the run. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down off to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The play action fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Fires downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. Now on second down. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. And they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it. We're just panicking after really. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do.
off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for a big play right off the bat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's moving out of the pocket. Dumps it to the back. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Now staring at a third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. That last incompletion brings up a third down. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Tulane lines up on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Payne. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air. It's Pavia. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Throwing right. It's complete. Touchdown, Green Wave. A great catch and run for 6.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Tulane. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like...
Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Back to pass, it's Pavia. That's caught, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Makes a man miss.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Goes to the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks away on the left. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. On the run, it's Baxter. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
With the catch, it's Owens. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cobb. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Cobb. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got it in the middle, it's Owens. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Vick. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll try it over the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on the money. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Moving away from pressure. He's got it. First down and more. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down and run. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. To throw, it's Vick. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Lost to throw again. He's got it on the run. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Steps away to find some room. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. On the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Back to throw, it's Pavia. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The points have been tough to come by, and they'll try to stretch this to a 2-possession game on this drive. Going over the top. Pulls it in down the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Dropping back, it's Vick. Got his man quickly. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Hines is tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
He'll pull it down. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third It's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
Quick handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here comes the option. The pitch. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. To the air, it's Vick. Fakes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Plows through the defense. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking for a man. It's Pavia. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. That's pretty much what we had in this one as they come up short in a bit of a slogfest.
Yeah, and most of the time in college football, it's the opposite, right? Defense optional. Offense scores so many points. This one, back and forth. Offense is struggling, trying to make plays. Defense has put on a great effort.
A lot of issues for this offense in this game today, obviously, and I think the coaching staff now really needs to take a look at how they're game planning and how they're going to give their players an opportunity to have success. It may be time now to start changing some things up a little bit.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. will kick it off to get this game underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes.
Offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. To throw, it's Pavia. That's caught, it's Robinson.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Gets the back moving. A little release to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The bootleg and rolling out. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. He's going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting the first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And the defense holds firm. No pickups at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Catch in the middle, it's Rivers. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lost one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Under fire. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Wants to bring it back. Oh, he's got some space. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to pass, it's Newton. Soft spot in the middle. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw on third and short. Touchdown, Ducks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Now the pitch. Runs through the tackle. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
He'll toss it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. They'll run play action. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Going for it from there, that's just outsmarting yourself. And guess who's going to pay for it? Your defense backed up with a 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Booth.